now I'm looking through the journals. The big leather-bound ones.
The big leather-bound ones. These are in a different language.
Ah.
You know a lot of languages. You say you know deep speech?
Yes.
Deep speech doesn't have a very clear writing system, but based on the letters and everything that you see, you are able to make out what these words are, which essentially they're ledgers of keeping track of different things, moving from one area to the next, tracking shipments, tracking orders. So all of the things, a lot of what is there is transcribed into these other places.
Okay. Am I getting that wood is mostly going to Arcala, and then whatever's coming from Arcala is going to Violand and being shipped somewhere?
Yes.
Does it say where?
It doesn't say what happens after it gets to Violand, but based on relative conversation, you figure it goes past the waters.
Past the water?
Yeah, that lake that he mentioned.
Oh. Is that in the same direction? Oh, I thought it was going the opposite. I thought it was still going eastwards. But that isn't
No.
my house.
It's not.
West northward?
Yes.
Okay, so this stuff's not. So after it goes to Violand, it's not going east. It's going northwest.
It's going. At that point, it's going mostly west. Yeah. But it doesn't say this in the ledgers, but based on that conversation that you had, based on that information that you gleaned, it seems that it's being shipped away, and then something is being returned back. But that's not indicated in the ledgers. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't indicate in the ledgers. Because that's not what they do. That's not what they're working with.
Okay, but whatever's coming back is going to Violand and not.
It's going back to Violand. And from there, you don't know.
Talavin, I'm going to inform Nessie of what it is that we've done. Can you have the letter, or is it in your bag of holding?
It's right here, and I pull it out.
I'm going to tell her what we've done.
Oh dear. I'll help.
Okay, just sit down, poof, right there on the stairs.
You sit down, and you have to find something to write with. But that's easy enough.
I took all the quills and ink off of his desk, so.
Yeah. And you begin. What do you say? What do you say to her?
Nessie, ... We started the revolution.
And then I write off to the side, Nora started the revolution.
Oh. And then going to continue with, we have currently subdued most of the guards, and we have gotten many of them on our side. Unfortunately, the mayor has made contact with his higher-ups, and we do not know currently if they are going to send reinforcements or not. So my suggestion spell had him deny the need for reinforcements, but I don't know if it took hold. Figuring out next steps. And that's it.
There's not a response.
Okay. She's like, shoot, why did I ask them to do this?
She's like, oh, fuck.
I'm also going to write something similar to Citron, just to let him know what's going on. Just something along those lines of like, hey, we were in this town and we did this, just giving you a life update.
And then when she writes that we started a revolution, I write off to the side, Nora started a revolution.
Yeah. Well, she would have phrased it a little bit differently too, but yeah, pretty much.
Within a few minutes, Citron does respond. Says, "Oh dear. Are you in need of assistance? Is everyone all right? It's encouraging to hear that you are enacting change in a positive way for others. Don't endanger yourselves too much, however. We can do what we can if need be. You require us to attend and help line your defenses."
Nora's going to respond. We do not currently need any assistance. Thank you for offering. So, just wanted to inform you of our whereabouts. Hope all is well on your end, Nora.
There's a follow-up of, "Please bear in mind, if the situation does indeed take a turn for the worst, as you so suspect, our arrival cannot be instantaneous. It will take time in order for us to gather together and make the appropriate arrangements. If you should need us, inform sooner rather than later. Thank you."
We might need him for a little bit of scouting duties in the next city.
Nora's going to just leave it at that. Be like, thank you for.
All right, well, yeah, I'll just be like, well, I'll write. If she doesn't write anything, I'll be like, thank you. We will let you know sooner rather than later.
Winky face. No.
Winky face, smiley face.
Hey, Strum,
Love your granddaughter. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I'll put that. I'll be like, love your granddaughter, your adopted granddaughter. Just because.
They don't have emojis, but he does draw back a smile.
Okay, alright, I'm just gonna, do you want to hold on to Ness's paper in case he responds? Okay, don't.
I'll put it in my pouch.
Yes. Oh, also the town is doing very well. Most of the fighting has subsided, and they are doing scout parties around the area, and also, I think Blake, along with several others, are going to come by later to discuss next moves, perhaps.
Okay.
Have you thought about our next move?
I'm not really sure, but I mean, we are either gonna go to Violin or we're gonna go to Arcala, so it's kind of our only two choices.
Yes, but do we bring any? And what do we do?
Any of the people that are here? Probably not. Because I don't try. Well, I wouldn't say I don't trust, but I feel like our party is definitely already large enough.
Yes, things are. Yes, definitely out in the. If we could get the mayor to comply, then we could just continue things as they are, but just don't include the guards flogging. Just for the time being, until we can bring down the other system. This is something we can discuss with someone else.
Yeah, true.
But unfortunately, I wanted to go do a ritual to help restore the land, but about what time is it?
By the time all of this is transpired, it's pushing 4 o'clock.
Okay.
4 or 5 o'clock.
Several things that I wanted to do. Firstly, I should have done this a long time ago. Those troll diamonds, like the troll crystals.
What?
I have like 5 of those still. I'm gonna cast Identify. Or like do the ritual.
Oh my
Identify.
god.
I wanna see what they do.
You ritual cast Identify. And this particular thing is actually a homebrew thing, so you're not actually going to be able to find all of its stats. This is essentially, for lack of a better term, a crystal of mind control. When embedded or consumed by a creature, you have possession over their actions, motivations. Their will is not their own.
And I have 5 of these?
Yes.
And they have to consume them or be put into them?
If you remember correctly, the trolls had them embedded in their chests.
Let's see.
Does it have like an AC or anything?
No. A DC.
Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry.
Yeah, there's no save against this particular.
There's no save?
There's no save against this particular item.
How big are they?
If you can embed it or have it be consumed. Yeah, they're a few inches. 3-4 inches long, about an inch or so wide.
And when you say in bed, could I just...
Like, yep.
Or if I like were to like cut somebody and I just like stick it in the wound, would that be considered embedded?
You, if you make an intelligence check to see if that works.
Like, Talavin, we've had these entire time. I forgot about these.
15.
15. It's not just, shoving it into an open wound. You probably have to seal the wound around this particular thing so that it adheres and grows into the body.
Or they could just digest it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't last long because they would...
Would they then poop it out?
Probably. And you can't do it with people
If you remember correctly, they were embedded, meaning the sternum was partially carved open, and it was what looked like the bone in the sternum was actually cracked inward, and this was shoved in and resealed into it.
Okay. Does it have a distance or radius max?
It's probably just the one.
What do you mean distance?
Like, could the animal be across the country and still be in mind control?
You don't know.
Damn. She wouldn't know that when she cast Identify?
Nora would know that it would only affect it affects that creature regardless. It requires you to nick yourself. In order for your will to be put upon it, you have to nick yourself and essentially smear it with blood, and then embed that into whatever creature it was that you were trying to take over.
Well, one of them was already nicked by you because you accidentally cut your hand. Oh no, that one broke. Never mind.
Yeah, that one
See,
broke.
thing is, I'm editing the footage. I just edited the troll arc with the hag and everything, so I was like, oh, that's right, we have those.
We have those.
Yep.
Okay. And because
Oh.
like the hag,
So
she appeared.
Can I work on people?
People can't eat it, but you could probably embed it in their.
We could definitely put one on Frederick though, bro, and just control him to tell us what we want to know. I know that sounds super dark, but like it would work. Or we can try the charm person again tomorrow.
Oh, you probably the School of Magic. There are actually a couple for this particular one. There's part of it that is actually you're getting a little bit of a necromantic magic from this. And you're also getting a little bit of a little bit of enchantment and a little bit of divination. You're getting a mix of a couple of different things. It seems like this has been experimented with.
Okay. Good to know.
Nice.
Gosh darn it.
I mean, we don't really have a lot of opportunities to mine real people currently. Though we do now.
We haven't thought about it. Anyway. No, yes, I am.
Squeeze me.
Yes, I'm sharing all of this information with Talavin. Yes, so now we have 5 of these. This is wonderful. Oh, right, but for these, the hag, her reflection appeared in it. And it looked like she was seeing through it.
Mm-hmm.
So we could see through the crystal?
Mm-hmm. That's part of the nicking and controlling. You have to be able to know what your pawns are doing, right?
Wow. Wait, does it have to be in a pond to see what's going on? Like, if Nora...
What do you mean?
Let's experiment. If Nora, like, nicked herself on and, like, put her blood on one of the crystals and then put it in the other room and walked away, could she see through that?
She'd probably have to try.
Yeah. Nora's going to do it.
You cut your finger and let the blood seep onto this crystal. It automatically begins glowing, this kind of grayish light just starts pulsing off of it. You go and you sit in the other room and you come back. Nothing.
Think about it.
You begin trying to focus, you concentrate. Nothing.
Probably has to actually be in a living something.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was testing. So if she goes back, is it still glowing gray?
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna...
Frederick, come here.
No. Gonna take it and just put it back in her bag. Fun stuff in my bag of clothing. I was gonna count the platinum and gold bars that I have.
Oh, forgot about those.
People are out there doing like a revolution, and I'm like, money.
Money.
Okay. Because I had gold and platinum. It was just like a chest.
Yeah, I thought that it was 3 deep for the platinum bars, and then it was like 1, 2, 3 deep, and there was a set of like 3 across, so there would be like 9. Do you remember that correctly? Or was it 12?
I put assorted bars of gold and platinum.
That's not specific enough.
No. My notes are chicken.
Shame. I'm pretty sure. Or no, I think it was 3 across gold, and it was 3 deep, and then it was only 1 row of 3 deep for platinum.
Okay, so I have 9 gold bars and 3 platinum bars.
9 gold, 3 platinum, yes.
Okay.
This is a heavy box.
How much is each one of those worth?
You take a second and you weigh it. Make an intelligence check. It's not like it's stamped into it. You gotta have to figure it out.
11.
11? It's heavy. It's probably worth a lot.
Talavin, do you know how much this is worth?
I don't know. Let me check.
Let me think about it.
No, that's actually not bad. Just to check. 16. Not that much better.
16. You know that based on it, like relative weight versus how big a gold coin is all the way across. If you had to guess, upward of 2,500.
Oh, per bar?
Yeah,
Of gold?
for the gold.
And the platinum one? About
The platinum one, you look, give it away. It's slightly more slender than the other than the gold bars, but you figure that it's probably around 1,000 to 1,500.
I'm gonna put 1,500.
You have how many of these?
I have 9 gold bars and 3 platinum bars. I like this.
You also, which one of you got the dresses?
I got them.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at them because we have a minute, and I assume that we went back into the office. I don't know why I assumed that. Like a nice flat space.
Oh, you're in the office?
No.
No.
Technically, we were sitting on the stairs writing notes.
So I was like at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Because we were right there. Right there. And then
Okay.
right at the top of the stairs.
Wondering.
I don't like it when she wonders.
No. I'm a look at dresses. Just for
You pull out the dresses. One of them is a dark navy.
Write this down. Wait. I love this. Dark.
This one is actually, it's multi-layered, and it appears to be some very, very fine fabric, as it is this dark navy top coat. There are some pads that go on the inside to boost the looks of the sides of this particular gown. There is a shiv and the under petticoat, but the top coat itself is this dark navy, inlaid with these golden feathers. And for a moment, you look at all of these hand-stitched gold feathers. It just leads all the way up into the bodice, and actually comes up as these like bright gold feathers right by the chest. The shoulders are it's not sleeveless, but the shoulders are much lower, kind of I guess bohemian style, and the feathers kind of drape down from that point, these gold and dark navy feathers. And as you look at them, you take a moment, as you run your hand and you look at them, they're actual gold.
Oh. Gold.
Actual gold thread. You set it out, and it has this. There's so much additional fabric that if you were to not wear the undergarments with it and to apply the corset, it would just be this flowing, swishing mass of dark navy and gold fabric.
I like it.
You go to the next one. This one actually does sit up on top of the shoulders. It seems like there's this very, very lovely cream colored slightly puffed sleeve shirt, and this corset comes up and around, although this one is platinum, this bright silver color overlaid on this gray, one after the other, although this one here, they're actually stars and moons. It's all across, all the way down, and a very similar design where there is the pads on the sides, there's the shiv, there's all of these different layers. At the very top petticoat, this is what it looks like.
Oh dear.
You go to the next one. I think there were
another one?
I think there were 4 or 5 dresses, yeah.
Oh, why did you write this
I
down?
just put fancy dresses. I didn't think about how many there were. Okay.
Mackenzie!
This next one is silver and lavender. And unlike the other ones, it seems to... It doesn't have any additional fabric with it, as it just billows everywhere. But once you get it organized, you can see that the sleeves are see-through and just barely aligned, almost like this made of tulle. Is the silver and lavender all the way up to the shoulders, where it becomes these thin straps. It goes down into this very, very sweet little bodice, although the bottom itself, some of it appears torn, possibly, but other parts of it also look torn, so that might be actually like part of the design. But this silver and lavender gown goes all the way past the knee and swoops off from the knee. It's just this very flowing material.
Is it like mermaid style, where it's like...
Kind of mermaid style, yeah.
I want to say yes to the dress.
It's a little bit flowier. Mermaid style is usually like, I'm going to fit every inch of me into this and suck in. This is a little bit more flowy, but the end does kind of have this mermaid tail like feel to it.
Okay. But flowy mermaid.
Another one is it's very traditional looking, but it's very elegant. It's actually a high collar turtleneck, cloth buttoned all the way down white dress. Goes all the way down into the main part of the bodice, and the skirts just swish out. Long sleeves. It actually has a place. There's this very elegant looking lacing along the hand, which actually hooks on the ring or on the middle finger. It's cuffed, very tight fitting, very formal. Almost in a way reminds you of a wedding dress. The way that the cloth buttons are up in the back. It laces up in the back. And then the last one is this very light blue. This very, very light blue. Although there are elements of it that have green along the wrists and the trim and the undercoat. This one does seem to hug close to the shoulders up on top, and then just goes into these much longer, almost elven-like sleeves, like the traditional elven style, just into these swooping sleeves. And you can look at the very, very bottom of this dress, and it looks like there are vines that are curling up from the bottom in this green.
Let's start a revolution and then try on some dresses.
And then try
We're not trying them on.
taking inventory.
That's lovely. So there were 4, yeah. I'm back in my bag of holding.
By the time all of this ends up transpiring, it's probably around 5:30 or so. By the time you wrestle all of these things through, which actually, right about this time, you're beginning to hear more and more people approaching. You're hearing voices chattering. You hear what sounds like carts being pulled up. And a little bit you're worried, but Zoom looks around and just points and gives a little thumbs up from the door.
Alright, I guess I'll go outside if it looks like... Yeah, I'll go out.
Whenever you go outside, you see that Blake, along with about a dozen other individuals, are leading the vast majority of the other forces of the other people just behind him.
We'll just go out to meet them, I guess.
Yeah, go out to meet them and just stand outside.
As you all descend the stairs, you hear a couple, "Oh, hello there!" You begin hearing clapping and a couple of cheers and thank yous just being shouted from this crowd. Blake does approach you, and he has it's a wary, but not wary like apprehensive, but weary, how a weary, slightly tired smile. He comes up, gives a relatively polite bow, and gestures to the rest of the people behind him. He says, wanted to make sure that we upheld our end of the bargain and came to see you. We'll see what the overall situation is. You've managed to subdue the mayor, from what I remember hearing, as well as the head guard, Frederick. I believe now is the best time, or as good a time as any, to discuss plans going forward. First and foremost, we should, at the very least, celebrate with a decent meal for once. Like, come together once again, as we used to. From there, I'm not saying we should abandon our home, but if others are experiencing the same thing, and if indeed our adversaries are in league with one another, it seems as though there is strength in numbers, and that slowly but surely, if we can liberate one area and the next, perhaps some good can actually come of this. We're in no position to fight, and would need days, at the very least, to recuperate. But it is something to consider. But for now, I suggest we eat and rest, as I believe we have certainly earned it. After a few hours and different meats are being passed out, some people are already drinking up some of the wine, just passing around a bottle and just taking a sip, and anything that can be distributed is being taken care of. And after about a couple of hours, you do see two more familiar faces come out of the main area, which is Jacob and Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt's awake?
Yeah, I thought that man be not.
He's still looking worse for wear, but he probably hasn't eaten very well in a few days as well. Relying on relative training and personal endurance, and the smell of wafting meat on the air has woken him up.
Aww. Yes, Nora's maintaining the fire. She has no idea.
I'm just like sprinkling herbs around everywhere and like kind of just floating around from one spot to the next.
With both of your all's passive perception, all of a sudden you notice a couple of things. One of them being that although the ground itself was this like cobblestone, and it wasn't necessarily the best well kept, you see in some of the areas in between the rocks, there's these bright blooms, these little flowers. There's grass coming up in between it. Moss is forming over some of the areas. Some of the houses, these log cabins, actually seem to revitalize
Oh, Jim.
in the nearby areas. And about 30 or so minutes later, you hear as both Jin and Tallel return, although she is currently draped over his back. He's carrying her.
While he's flying?
Yeah.
How do you...
She's probably knocked, bro.
But, like, the wings are in the back.
I mean, like, just like an arm. Just like holding.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, piggyback style? Like, his wings are there. Okay, sorry. She breaks them.
No.
She breaks him off again. No!
Get the ring back. Alrighty.
Like at which point comes over and he sits down with you all and he's like, we should probably discuss some kind of strategy. I don't know if everybody else feels up to it for the present. They might already be too intoxicated. A single sip will probably send most of them under. They haven't had any in so long. But
The Lil says this?
no, Blake.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's like
Right.
Tallel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, since we're relatively on a limited time before they figure something out, or before the higher-ups figure out exactly what's happened, our group could go ahead to Arcala and give you all time to regroup, and then you all could come once you're ready, and we can go ahead and get things going. Because I imagine storming Arcala probably will not be our best bet if we do it blindly. We'll have to go in quietly, like we did here.
I don't mean to offend, but quietly, I don't think is your strong suit.
Point taken. It worked. That's my point. Of course, if they come here, then that's an issue. But most of the guards will be coming from... Oh, most of the guards coming from the island, aren't they? Ooh.
You said 7 of them are not being compliant. So that's technically 8, including Frederick.
Oh dear. Yeah. Figures.
And then the mayor. He seems like he could potentially be compliant.
The worst case scenario is that they actually do send somebody. That the mayor was not believed from what it is that you said, and reinforcements are sent. In which case it will take them 3-ish, maybe 4 or 5 days in order to get some kind of reinforcement here.
Right. So we could stay for 3 or 4 days and see if anything happens. Maybe?
That would be the minimum amount of time. And if they should arrive, what happens then? We ambush them, we try and convince them that everything is alright. If they don't believe us, they'll naturally have somebody who will be able to inform the higher-ups quickly. What then?
They've sent guards in the past, correct? More reinforcements. How
Yes.
many did they send at one time?
A few dozen. They would, once the situation subsided, they would bring their forces back. Not all of them. They'd leave half or so and then have the other half return or continue on to Arcala.
I'd definitely check on Frederick and the mayor before we disappear into the night looking for Kinnedy.
Maybe they'll know where she is.
I don't know if I can ask him.
I'm gonna go ask them.
Okay.
Gonna go ask
You
them.
go back inside. It seems that Jacob and Wyatt were relieved from watching the mayor and Frederick by a couple of others who seemed to be a little bit bulkier and a little bit more ready on their feet.
Aw.
Have we seen the siblings at all?
Four siblings?
You actually do. As you pass by, you do see the siblings are over, currently eating. As they look at you, all of them simultaneously and without making eye contact with one another, reveal where they were hiding their knives. One of them like on their side. One of them kind of like pulls up her skirt scandalously and is right there by her thigh. One of them points to his boot, and the other one reaches up like he's scratching his neck and pulls it out just from behind.
I give them all just like
Approval nod.
approval nod.
Oh, I love it.
I love them. We're keeping them.
Let's keep this in the... So Cooper went down.
No, we're not keeping Cooper.
Oh, come
He's
on.
going back to his family. At least we're keeping this family together by keeping
We
them.
can keep him a little bit. For a little bit.
Can we keep them a little bit?
It's like a little
For
bit.
a little bit, and we'll return him. We'll return.
Well, give them back.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna give Talal back.
I never
Yeah,
said
we were
that.
never gonna give Talal
No,
back. That
never.
was a whole lie if we ever said that.
Finders keepers.
Finders keepers. We
We're
found you in
keeping
a tree. So now
forever.
you is mine.
Says this out loud. He's like, no,
I did not say that out loud.
Yes. But going to the mayor and Frederick.
You go in and see the mayor is still sitting there, hands still bound. They're being watched like a hawk.
So Kinnedy was your confederate, right? Wait, sorry, you froze.
Which one's Kennedy? Which one's Kennedy?
She was small.
The snitch.
She told you all about the daggers. About the potential daggers.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who.
Yeah, he probably didn't. He probably had no idea.
I'm gonna look
It's
over
probably
at Frederick.
He's still glaring at you.
I give him a. Just cuz.
You can't help but flirt with all of these guys.
I'm not flirting. I'm just. It's just like a.
Nah, you're like, you knew Kinnedy?
What's it to you?
You need to find
Well,
her.
she's gone, and we went to find her.
Just have a few questions.
I'm sure you do.
Insight check. There's like maybe anything going on between this man and Kinnedy.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Like, what's his attitude when we mention? Like, what's his attitude when we mention Kinnedy? Oh, that's not very good. That is plus 7. 18.
18.
Yes.
You did notice there was a tenseness in his shoulders.
Yes.
Put it in the mirror. When you glance over, he seems to try and relax.
Yes.
I did not roll an insight check. Talavin, why are you laughing?
Through the link, as I'm just giving him this like, just this kind of like, I know your secret grin. I think there might have been a little bit of you know between old boy and old girl.
Oh. That would explain it.
Oh.
Alright. So he's not gonna talk because he doesn't know. Alright, let's just go search.
Can't
Oh, wait, I'm
wait
gonna-
to find her.
I'm gonna ask the guard, or the people who are currently guarding him. Like, you don't know where Kinnedy is, do you? Know where she lives?
It's actually two girls who are watching them. And there are a couple other girls who are like rummaging around the place just for kicks and giggles. One of them is actually messing with the bowl. Now that you look at it,
Don't do that. Don't. No, put it down. Put it down. Don't do that. Don't touch. Put it down.
No, you had your chance. It's finders keepers.
Do you want somebody to come through that thing and get you?
You're making that up.
Try me. That's how they
If it were
talk.
dangerous, you would have done something with it. She's sloshing the bowl.
They are so coming to kill all of us now. I say that out loud and I look so defeated, like. Put
What?
it.
It's just water.
No, it's magic water!
Stop
I run over and I
drinking
grab
it.
it.
See, it's just water.
Did you drink it?
Oh my god!
We all did.
What?
Oh my god! What is wrong with you people?
You find water in a bowl on its
Fresh
You just
water.
drink it?
It was his wash water.
It was literally, he was washing his hands and face in that shit and talking to people. You know how much drool was in that?
You just drank it.
And you literally just drank the DNA that was coming out of his mouth.
It's DNA.
The mayor's slobber mouth over there. I keep the bowl. I'm like, fucking, what the fuck?
You're touching it?
Fuck it. Yeah, no, I snatched it from her.
I need to take a wisdom saving throw.
God. Oh. 25.
Okay. Good to know.
And I put it in my bag of holding. God damn it! Motherfuckers. Y'all gotta just fucking touch everything. At least know what it is. God, shit.
You all knew it was dangerous and you just left it on the desk.
Well, yeah, because they didn't want to touch it and get fucked.
You know they're gonna be snooping like that.
Is any of our shit laying around? I have all my shit on me.
I kept mine on me.
Be snooping through our shit next. Don't anybody read my notebook. People be snooping ass motherfuckers.
I'm gonna go back to the mayor. How do you activate it?
What?
The bowl.
The communication to your higher ups. How do you activate it?
You have to touch the edge and you drop up blood and you just call out the greetings.
What are the greetings?
It's just greetings and the language.
Oh, like the letters.
But you said a drop of blood?
Yes.
What if you just touch it and you don't do the drop of blood and you don't say the greetings?
I mean, it's I don't really know.
What if you drink the water?
I wouldn't recommend that.
Thankfully, it wasn't me. Oh, we're so Oh, she had to make a wisdom saving throw. God knows what happened with that.
Blood.
Are any of them bleeding?
All of them have scratches and
Specifically
scrapes.
the one that was holding the bowl.
It would be speaking to them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's got some cuts. She's got some.
No, it's not like blood. It's just scabs. I hope. Oh well. You can't know now because you took all the
You
water.
leave dangerous
I didn't
artifacts.
dump it out. She dumped it out all over herself.
It wasn't all empty though.
Yes, it was.
It was.
Yes, she literally went like this.
She just took a drink.
Well, she drank most of it.
Yeah, and then she dumped it out on herself. And then I snatched the
Oh,
bowl
no,
away from her.
she drank. She drank
As you
it.
snatched it, probably through the water.
Oh, God. I'm going to go look for Warrior. I just left him tied up to a post outside. He's probably going to kill me.
It's like Spirit in the movie. He's just yank,
Ah,
yank,
ah.
yank.
I go up to him and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Come on, don't give me the. Oh, don't you dare. No. I healed that. You better cut it out.
You can see, like, you didn't heal it all the way.
It was mostly healed.
Halfway, at best.
It's more than half.
It was like 12 2 or 3.
No, I gave him all 6 of my healing hands.
Dustin is nearby him, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's tied up. Fuck her.
She's not
Sure,
tied
yeah,
up.
she was cantering around in circles earlier, bro. I think hell not.
I'm just letting Susana be.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. No. I'll
Well,
untie him.
He was free. He wasn't.
You don't know the anatomy of horses, apparently. Just making shit up these days. I'm watching you. I don't even need to watch Warrior.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna take him to the stable and pull out a sugar cube.
Make a persuasion roll.
Can I have a sugar cube?
Here you go.
I'm gonna give one to Susana.
Um,
Because she was so good today. Like, you did a good job, bully.
is that an animal handling check? It's only one less.
Animal handling, yeah.
19.
Nice.
There's the difference between 18 and 19. It's just one.
He doesn't take the cube. And as you lead him away, he just.
I eat the cube in front of him. You didn't want it. Apparently you're just gonna be angry at me.
Starts nudging every once in a while. He'll pull at the reins. Take a piece of pull.
If that's the way you want to be, that's fine. I'll remember that next time you want a massage. I
He's
put,
just
him,
being
I
salty.
put him in the stall and I take his tack off and I put a sugar cube on his door and I walk away. He's not allowed to be like that. Naughty. He knows. We're a team and I do what I do. Doesn't he be treating me like that? I make sure he has fresh hay and water and a clean stall, though. And grain. And I even put water and I heat it up because I'm a pushover. It's like a nice warm bran mash. And then I walk away like I won.
After you deliver her to an open stable, you will head off into the city around 8, 9 o'clock or so in the evening to explore the territory and see if you can find Kinnedy. Where do you search first?
Secret rooms in the other place that...
We need to look where Fredricks is staying.
Yes.
Because he was the head guard.
Yeah.
You head around back past the oh so familiar flogging pole and enter the barracks. Now the barracks themselves actually go down layer after layer after layer, all the way down many floors.
Into the ground?
Into the ground.
Oh, gross.
Everything is walled lined with various elements of wood, but there's this pit that kind of forms as you're descending. That part of it almost feels like a coffin, the way that it's embedded in the earth, the way that it's made of wood and not as very much stone. Just being underground doesn't unnerve you. It's just the smell of wood and that cold earth. Just something about the combination just is unsettling.
I've died on this too many times. I can't be down here. Yeah. You find a spiffier room than most.
You do actually see that there are nameplates on whoever is assigned to the different rooms, and one of the first rooms that you go into, or that you see, is Frederick.
Kick it down. Is it unlocked?
Locked.
I put my ear up against it.
Investigation check.
Ow, terrible. 10.
10. It's a nice door, nice sounding door. You can't hear anything on the other side.
So there's like a lock, I assume.
Yeah.
I don't. I just have these torture tools. Stole those tools.
She's been using them as lockpicks
I've been
this whole
using
time.
them as lockpicks because I don't have a set.
Why didn't I know that?
I mean, ish. I attempt to pick the lock with my torture tools.
Go ahead and attempt to pick the lock with your torture tools.
What is that?
Guidance. Get to add a +1.
What do I? Is it just a roll?
Add a d4.
Oh, I don't get to add anything else.
Your dexterity. You're not proficient. Add your dexterity.
Okay.
Plus your roll, plus a d4. 19. It takes some finessing, but with a little bit of precision, a little bit of just messing with it, straight messing with it, you...
Yes.
The door opens.
I should have checked for traps. Open the door.
Did you check for traps and then open the door?
I hear it unlock, and then I freeze, realizing that I didn't check for traps. So I don't open the door.
Looking down at your...
As I'm like, huh? Now I'm gonna check it for traps.
Check for traps.
Technically, Nora's still covered in blood, too. I forgot to mention that from her earlier.
Girl, you know how bloody I get? I'm just like, good job.
I know. It's like, wow.
15.
15. No, this door does not appear to be trapped.
I'm gonna look over at Nora and be like, the last time I checked for traps, it was still trapped. Better back up. And I'm gonna open the door.
Nothing.
Is it dark?
There's one oil lamp off in the corner.
And it's going?
Yeah.
Hello? I step inside as I draw a dagger, just in case. I walk in. How big is it?
How big is the room? It's maybe 7 or 8 feet deep by about the same. It's kind of this box.
It has like a bed and what? Does the bed look currently used?
It doesn't look like it was remade.
If I go over and I put my hand on it, does it feel warm?
No.
There's nobody else.
But you do, with your passive perceptions, you do hear something under the bed.
Yes!
I'm sorry, I don't.
I know. Kennedy, would you like to come out willingly or unwillingly?
Here.
What the hell?
It's a
It's a box.
Is it?
Perhaps a little allergen with us before he gets away!
No, it's. I'm just gonna open it. Wait, close the door.
I close the door.
It's yeah. So you pull it out from under, and you see sleeping, stirring awake, a baby, an infant,
Oh, an
Very
actual
young.
baby.
a baby.
Oh. No, I take the baby out. What are you doing?
Hands up by the face, just sleeping. You can see his cheeks slightly pudged, squinting
Oh,
the
no.
face, and just starts rubbing the eyes.
Do I see any food for it anywhere? Like some milk or I don't know, something?
No.
No. What are we gonna do with the baby?
Talk to Frederick. It's his baby.
Does it look like Frederick? Babies
Yes.
always look like their dads when they're little. No.
Oh. Was Kinnedy? I guess people would know.
Yeah, wouldn't people know if she'd had a baby?
I don't know.
Should we check all the guards' rooms?
Do they all have babies?
Do they all have babies under their?
Well, technically, most of the other guards are free.
Oh
So,
yeah, they would have like
except
gone
for
and
them.
got their babies. Hopefully, we would hope.
Gone and got their babies by
I
now.
am cuddling this small child because I am just like,
It couldn't be more than 3-4 months old.
thinking back to the last time I saw Kinnedy. Did she look like she might have had a child recently?
I mean, pregnancy is different different for some women.
I mean, usually when you have a child, you know, a little while afterwards.
Yeah, and some women are bustier, have wider hips.
Maybe this isn't her baby.
I think we need to have a discussion with Frederick. Do you want to stay here with the baby and I'll go talk
Oh, I
to
think
him?
we should definitely take the baby with us.
The baby starts
down here.
blinking these big eyes, this soft brown green eyes.
We're gonna go back to Frederick as I'm holding this baby. I'm not letting it out of my sight.
Because they said there were. No.
Talavin would never
no.
do that. Nora's
Oh,
a
no.
lady these days.
I don't think like twice, okay? It's fine. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask the guards to give us a minute. Like the female guards, if it's still there. Can give us a minute in here?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
And they immediately look. They're like, "Oh, who's this?" As you try and get an insight check into Frederick.
Terrible.
14.
15.
You notice he's immediately tense.
I don't know. I just found him under a bed. Thought I'd scoop him up.
They're like, look, he looks hungry.
Why don't we go find him something to eat? I'm gonna go find maybe something to eat actually, because I don't want it to start
Just
crying.
leave Nora? Okay, sure.
I'll be
Nora,
back in like,
you're in there by yourself.
Probably better.
yeah. I mean that's enough. That's enough incentive, in my opinion, for him. But
Yeah.
if you need help, I'll be back.
Nora's gonna go over to Frederick, be like, well, we were looking for baby. Your baby under your bed in a box. I'm sure you were worried about him, so I'm sorry? Is it Kennedy's? Perhaps? Nothing? Look, we're not... Your kid's gonna be fine. I don't know how to go about this. I was not expecting to find a baby. I was not expecting that. Is there anything else that you perhaps want taken care of in your... He's just giving her the silent treatment?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna find him something like milk or something, and then I'm gonna come back.
His eyes are just transfixed on you.
I'm just like cooing at it, like just being the most unintimidating motherfucker all of a sudden.
Like, does he have a name at least?
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah, he or she now.
Disadvantage. And now, Talavin, you do notice that it is she.
She? A little girl. It's cute. Like daddy's girl.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Persuasion? 10.
Oh.
Taryn. Yeah, Taryn.
I'm gonna say box baby.
Box baby.
Box baby Karen.
Yep. Okay. You said the name, that's good. Like, how old is he?
Look, leave her alone. Okay? Just leave her alone.
As I'm sitting over there, like rocking back and forth in the chair, feeding her off the cloth.
This is where I'd have you make a child handling check.
Yes.
But
There's not one.
I don't know. I don't know if you're proficient in it, so this will be
No.
survival.
Oh, my survival's good. That's cocked. No. 15? That's not bad.
15. It takes her a second to actually figure out how to go for the cloth, and she starts getting really kind of fussy. But you are getting the knack of it. You're a stranger feeding a baby.
Yeah.
She naturally has this apprehension, but seems to be taking to it.
Okay, so he said just leave her alone.
Yeah.
You prefer us have left her alone in the box?
No.
Okay, Nora's going to kind of try to be sympathetic in this moment and kind of kneel next to him and be like,
Okay.
if I undo your arms so you can hold her, will you attack me? And run?
I mean, his legs are tied up.
Make a persuasion roll.
I tied up his legs, so his hands and his legs are tied.
Well, yeah, but
He's not gonna
he
get
can
very far.
untie it with his hands.
No, that's
like,
enough with a baby.
Okay, you said persuasion?
Yeah.
15.
No.
Insight!
Okay.
That's not good. 11!
It seems to be honest. All of a sudden, it seems like there are higher stakes now.
Yeah, I get that. Okay. Nora's going to,
I'm begrudgingly listening to this, and I'm like, I don't want to give up the baby,
Yes.
though.
She's
In my mind, I said that. In my mind.
She's going to undo his hands and only his hands so that he can have.
And I will walk over
movement
and hand him the baby.
It's odd for someone who you've had so much intense emotion for, all of a sudden seeing this kind of breakdown as he takes her and gives her a once over, looking at her cheek and checking her out. Instantly, you can see that toothless smile as she seems to recognize somebody and reaches up and starts like tapping at his face.
This is the same dude that tied Blake to a log. A couple
I
days
know,
ago.
right? Like,
I was gonna cut him in half.
I mean, he did like kind of unnerve when I said like, because I mentioned family, like, would your family be proud of what you're doing? He did kind of like give like
and
a
you
reaction
said if you
to
were
that.
his daughter.
Yeah.
That you...
I would be disgusted with you.
Oh, wow, that was...
Yeah, right, queen, yes.
Okay, so now that he's there and kind of in a state, she's gonna give him a minute and then say, do the, not authorities, do the higher-ups know? I assume not since you're hiding her.
No. I don't need to know.
I'm curious though. They said that there's no babies here.
People were refusing to have babies.
Oh, people were refusing. Okay, I forgot about that. But then she has.
I don't remember her name.
I don't.
What would
I could
happen
probably
if they
find it.
found out?
Probably.
Why would they take her away from you?
Leverage.
Ooh.
So it's the people in.
The baby is now just making little as he's bouncing her. Just
Yeah. So we need like another like a big fluffy blanket and just like.
There's a giant, super nice, comfortable on the mayor's bed.
All right, I'll take one of those. Or like a fluffy pillow, something that would fit a baby.
And she could.
you fold up the blanket, sit it on top of a pillow, tuck it next to him.
Yeah. I'll leave you alone for now. And we have like the milk cup and stuff next to him.
Yeah, I'll like heat it up just a little bit. It's a little hot right now, so just be careful.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna leave and are the guards still outside? Like waiting to
Yeah.
be like, alright.
Just watch.
Yeah, just watch them. It's fine. And then are the festivities dying down outside?
Yeah, everyone after seeing the baby, a bunch of people are talking like, ooh, where did they find the baby? Like, there's a little bit of chatter going around, but for the most part, everything seems to be dying down. Everyone is returning back to their residence. Some people are still out celebrating and probably intend to until the early hours of the morning.
All right.
That's so far.
I'm gonna find just any random guard, and I'm just gonna ask him how long Frederick has been stationed here, if he knows how long Frederick's been here.
You ask one of the friendlier ones since like a few years, maybe.
Okay.
He's been here before I got here, and that's been at least a year and a half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure thing.
These babies. There's no way she left her baby unless she just has no love for her baby.
Maybe it's not her.
I don't
It could be her, but maybe not.
I can feel like.
But baby not. Alright, let's go to bed.
Are the two female, are the couple female guards still there?
Yeah, although they look a little bit tired.
All right, I'm just gonna.
They're probably going to go search for somebody to tap in and out with.
I'm just gonna ask them to help me with something real quick, and I'm gonna try to train. The mayor can technically still walk by himself because his feet are not bound. It's just his hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them to help me get him upstairs, and then I'm gonna have Frederick also go upstairs. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have them go upstairs with the mayor and watch the mayor, and then I'm just gonna give him a look, and I'll be like, we're going upstairs. I'm not gonna try anything if you don't try anything. And I will untie his feet.
Okay.
And then take a step back.
The baby, once again, is asleep. Arm. Well, it looks like the arm was like slightly flailed out of whatever wrapping was currently in. He hasn't put her down.
I'll take the blanket up because that's basically what the mayor's gonna sleep on because this guy gets to bed with the baby, so I'm sorry about your luck.
It's a big bed.
Ew, gross. I wouldn't want to sleep next to him. He's a...
It's up to him.
But it's up to them. Whatever, fine.
Are there any windows in the room?
Yeah, are there windows in the room? I mean, it's a second story. Either one of them.
Yeah, there's one big window up at the front.
Okay. We'll go into the room, then I'll tell the girls they can leave, I guess. And then I guess I'll also... Oh, this will be a really bad idea, but I'm going to untie the mayor and tell him he needs to clean himself up.
Thank you. Hurries off to the bathroom.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to stand by the door, and I'm just going to watch.
Like how he watched you sleep. Oh wait, no, he
was not in the room. That is so weird.
He was
that would have been
outside the room.
Well, I mean, as far as we know, we were asleep. Yeah, and I'm just gonna be watching them.
All right. For relative sake of brevity, nothing happens for the entirety of the evening. Jacob, Wyatt, and Zoom also end up passing out, falling asleep. Zoom, see, I think there are only three beds in that one room, so they kind of have to like rock, boulder parchment shears to see who goes with who. Although Jacob and Wyatt are like, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
he's just like
on the same bed anyways.
Like, you're gonna face that way. I'm gonna face this way, and so they're like back to back, not looking at each other.
Oh, you don't want to cuddle with each other.
I was already asleep.
Wyatt was already like pretty exhausted, so he instantly falls asleep again. And the evening progresses, and no dreams come to you. And eventually the morning comes. The two sons, both Gregarious and Una, are both rising up. This is the first, second morning that you all have been able to sleep in and actually appreciate it. Without the dread of the day, it is now yours. What do you intend to do?
Nora's going to get up early and go do a ritual to help enrich the land.
I'm gonna check on Frederick and the mayor.
Still asleep. The mayor is snoring, and it actually looks like Frederick actually brought Taryn, like he actually like brought them like near to the window at some point during someone's watch, and is sleeping on top of the comforter, and then she's on top of the pillow, and he's asleep with his arm like over top of her as they're sleeping. Just.
Nora's going to go out to the eastern gate, the eastern exit, and do a ritual there.
Okay.
So if we all leave the house, is there anybody there to watch the mayor and Frederick?
eventually some people come by and they're like, hey, they tagged us in. This a younger looking guy and this middle-aged looking woman. They're like, and she looks ready to rumble. So like she has her walking cane. She's like, I'm going to beat them if they try to get. If they even try to go down those stairs, they gotta get through me. Look at this feisty old lady.
I'm just like, you got it, cool. And then I'm gonna go see Warrior.
She hikes herself up the stairs, just ready to rumble. You go to the stables. Warrior just lazily wakes himself up, and he sees the sugar cube. Sasana doesn't look like she's blinked for the rest of the night since being woken up.
Oh God, terrifying. It's literally terrifying. Are the other horses I assume in the stable, or they just get like left playing?
At some point or another, you didn't witness it, but both Near and Buttercup and Firefoot are all back in the stables. As are some of the other horses that belong to some of the other the workers.
Kiwi too, don't we? I mean, we have Kiwi as well.
Oh yeah, you do have Kiwi. Yeah, Kiwi's also there. And actually, before you leave, you get an interesting message. Two of them actually. One of them is actually from your other companion, who's been relatively quiet as she's been healing. Yeah, Fenaria. She early in the morning, whenever you're getting ready to leave, she's actually like, if you're in need of any assistance, this is actually my area of expertise.
Oh, yes, please. Please come. The land.
If I feel well enough.
Let's go.
Alright, then you all go, and she heads up a little bit further away, but yeah.
Okay. Alright, and
And then the other message is actually from Nessie.
Yes, I was like, I forgot I was gonna
ready
check
for
that.
it.
Oh. Interesting. You can actually see, like, there are separate lines. It's entirely, like, massive gaps in the parchment where she was writing.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Had I known things were so severe, I would have attempted to do something sooner. When do you anticipate arriving in your next destination, and where do you intend to go from there?
I will write. We intend to go to Arcala next. Unsure of when we're leaving. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 days. Have a few more things to work out here.
And from there, immediately there's a response. And from there, north?
Yes.
There's another gap. Very well. Anticipate my arrival.
Toad's cool. No, I don't write that. And I just write,
Where?
no, she got it. She fine. She queen. It's fine. We don't need to know. She wouldn't tell us anyway. She'd probably just appear out of the sky. Hello!
For the next 8 hours or so, Nora, you work on your ritual casting. And by the end of that 8 hours, you look around and actually see that there are some trees. Some of them have reformed from the roots of before. Some of them have sprouted anew. There's now grass, and there are flowers, and there's just this injection of life from the west now and the east. And you look off in the distance and you can just see now sprawling out part of a forest that was not there the day before.
Yay!
It's part of her memory. Fernaria has a different kind of magic, but this is what she does.
Yeah, but I helped.
You did help.
Let's go talk to one of the new trees and just greet them and be like, welcome back.
It's good to be back! Where'd I go?
Nowhere. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm short. This is a problem.
It'll get a lot bigger, and it's gonna be much easier for the next year. So work hard.
I was so
No.
taller. Okay.
Bye. Leave.
Bye.
And Talavin's not there to judge me.
She's mentally judging you.
Alright, then after that, Nora will probably go back and just do something for the rest of the day. I need to figure out whenever we're leaving.
Talavin's just gonna spend her time in the barn with Warrior. She'll give him a massage and put some stuff on his boo-boo and brush him and braid his hair. And then when he eventually forgives her, he always does, she's just gonna sit in his stall and sketch. I want to do a sketch of, it's gonna be a sketch of Talavin and then her two brothers and then all three of them riding their horses, their winged horses. Yeah, that's it. That's all she does, because it probably takes her a little while, because it's like a big sketch. Like, takes up 2 pages of her journal. From when they were little.
Nice. Very lovely.
And then Nora's going to go talk to Frederick again. See if
You managed to make it back. Fenaria is still working, so you probably won't see her until later in the evening. But eventually you make your way back into the mayor's house, that central building. Make your way up the stairs past the guards. That feisty elderly woman is just, you can see she's like wringing one of her hands on her canes. Like she's just ready for anything. Even 8 hours into it, she's not giving up. She was daring them to do something. But you see that Frederick is over in the corner. He's currently rocking Taryn back and forth.
Alright, Nora's going to go up to him. And let's see, because his legs are still untied.
Yeah, he's
right?
completely loose.
Alright.
And technically,
Yeah, both of them are.
they're both just free to walk around the room.
Okay, but they're like, yeah, just in the room. And they've been watched. Okay. She's going to sit down across from him. Have you had a chance to reflect?
About what?
About helping us with giving us a little information.
Make a persuasion roll.
Ooh, I should have brought food. That would have given me advantage. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, shoot.
I was gonna bring the baby some food. I didn't think about them. I was just bringing the baby food.
7. It doesn't help I roll terribly all the time.
He just kind of gives you this look, and he's like, what information do I even have? You've seen the papers. What's her name? Go through them all. What more is there to know?
I mean, at some point, because it doesn't take 8 hours to massage and sketch, so eventually Talavin will probably end up the same place as Nora. I'll bring food, though. Especially milk for the baby, because it's a baby.
You give us insight. You obviously are higher than most of the other guards. Do you know maybe how many guards they would send? Or how seriously they take things like this? We're just trying to do the right thing here.
I will say, obviously these people want to kill you. obviously you have a child and that would be horrible. And we don't want to kill you. And we would love for your daughter to grow up with her father. And so we're trying to help you out. If you could help us out, it would help us keep them away from you.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh no. Oh yes! Oh my god! Oh, +6! 23! If you rolled a natural 20, I will come to Chicago and kill you.
Oh no.
It's a hard one to read. Ah!
You just annihilate me through the screen. They'd probably send upwards of 30 people.
Ooh.
When, I don't know. How, I don't know. I wasn't there for that conversation, so I don't know what it is that you want me to say.
Wait a second. Are you usually with the mayor when you have these conversations?
Yeah.
So you understand.
No, of course not.
Oh, so you don't speak deep speech.
That's alright. I don't know how he learned it.
I don't know. You learn it. You look more applicable than him.
This first decent thing.
This is the first decent thing?
Yeah, he just basically, I'm gonna ignore it. I don't care. It's a daughter. It's fine.
Have you been to Arcala?
No.
First decent thing.
Do you know of any... Is there any information on our based on your correspondence?
They're in the same situation as us.
Right.
So the guards there are being forced to be there?
They were selected to be there.
Because they had families that could be used as leverage. Forced.
So people were sent from this kind of level.
They were sent from Violin.
So no people were ever sent.
No. Just to trade back and forth.
I see.
Taryn starts fussing a little bit. Starts readjusting her.
Nora will shift as he does that. Just something to do. Well, let's see, what about Violand? Well, you're from Violand, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so... Okay, is there anything about Violand's situation or security or anything that you think I might find useful?
Look, all I know from Violand is it's just as bad. No matter where you are, it's gonna screw you over. You're either working down in the mines or you see light. You're either smelting and shipping or you're whipping.
Well, I have a lot to consider at the moment. Nora's going to leave, I guess. I can't think of any other questions to ask.
As we leave, I'm gonna link up with Nora and through our, because I'm gonna leave with her. I'm just gonna be like,
You feel that familiar telepathic link.
I'm just like, he's not doing himself any favors by not being forthcoming. If he has an attitude like that with the villagers, they're gonna kill him.
I mean, he's giving us information. Like, he's answering the questions, but it's... I don't know if he actually knows anything.
He might
Well, he
just
better
be-
know something, or these people are going to put him in post and flog him to death.